Hello, and welcome to our short video about superlatives or adjectives. Now, why do we use superlatives? We use them to put one thing above a group of other things. And remember to use the. Some people forget. Now, what are the rules? Now, for most one-syllable adjectives, all you have to do is add est. For example, small becomes the smallest. Hard becomes the hardest. And for one-syllable adjectives that end in e, you just add st. For instance, nice becomes the nicest, and fine becomes the finest. Now, for one-syllable adjectives that end in consonant, vowel, consonant, you just double the last consonant and add est. For instance, big becomes the biggest, and wet becomes the wettest. For one-syllable or two-syllable adjectives that end in y, you just omit the y and add iest. For example, dry becomes the driest, and heavy becomes the heaviest. For other adjectives with two or more syllables, you use the most in the adjective. For example, beautiful becomes the most beautiful, and handsome becomes the most handsome. Be careful though, there are some irregular superlatives. Good becomes the best, bad is the worst. Remember, there's a T there for the superlative. Sometimes we put an E. That is wrong. We need the T. Far becomes the furthest or the farthest, and little becomes the least. There are a few two-syllable adjectives that also end in est. Narrow can become the narrowest. Quiet becomes the quietest. Common can become the commonest, but I might prefer the most common. And stupid, well, I still prefer the most stupid, but there are some people that do say the stupidest. Now, the least. The least, an adjective, has the opposite meaning to the est and the most plus adjective. We normally only use it with long adjectives. For example, that is the least exciting film that I have ever seen. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't seen our video on comparatives for adjectives, then please go and watch that now because it will help with your understanding of superlatives as well. Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.